Headlines today ahead of the international tonight. Tom Rogic said he wanted to go from Celtic. He needed a change after a decade at the top with the champions, according to Ange Postecoglou. Peter, you can understand that maybe or not. He's at West Brom.
I'm surprised he came back, I must admit. I thought at that time when he went, he maybe had enough, maybe went away to Japan or something like that. I thought he'd have done that. I didn't think he'd have come back to the Championship, because Barry will tell you, he played in it a long time, and I've coached in it a long time and played in it, and it's unforgiving. You know, it's Saturday, Tuesday, nearly 52 weeks of the year. That's what it feels like, you know. And every game is difficult, every game. But maybe Tom's thinking a wee change of scenery for him. But I'm surprised he's came back to these shores.
I'm not sure the Championship will suit him.
No,
Tom Rogic. I think technically, look, when he was on his game, I thought he was a fantastic player for Celtic. And when it was all firm games and he was in the Celtic starting 11, you were worried about him. But in terms of, I know what it's like. I played 3 years in the Championship, and as Grant had just said there, it's physical. There's not a lot of football played. Back to front quite a lot. A lot of the teams are, as I said, they're physical presence. So I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, because I hope he goes down there and does well, but I don't know if it will suit him.
I told Fulham to sign him at the period he was out of contract. I think it was just after Brendan. And I think there was a period he was going to be leaving, and it was told he was going to be leaving. And I said to Fulham, because it had suited their particular team. Jovanovic was the manager at the time, and I had attained him. And they were a wee bit humming and hawing. And then they played against England. Australia played against England at Sunderland. And he was brilliant. He was the best player on the pitch by a country mile. And I came back and asked the scout what he thought. He did. I wasn't too sure. And I was like, oh, what game are you at? Did you go to the right game? Because the funny thing was, I listened to the game and watched the game back then. When I'm back, I'm thinking, did I pick that up wrong watching that there? And Glenn Hoddle said he was unbelievable. And when somebody like Glenn Hoddle says that Tom Rogic had ran the show against England, and I'm talking about the top quality players playing against them that game. So you thought at that particular time, 100%. At this particular time, I'm not so sure. He's had a lot of summer off. People didn't know where he'd disappeared, because they were talking about the World Cup coming up and all this. And Tom's one of these guys, and it's interesting, the manager's comment I seen was talking about his fitness levels. He has to be physically fit and strong for the Championship in England, and I think Ange knows that. He knows that. He's worldly wise, and he thinks that, to me, that's him putting a wee bit of a marker down. Oh, it's not going to be as easy as you think.
But for the Celtic fans who had 9 in a row, and he was there all the way, wasn't he? What would you say about his contribution?
Brilliant. I loved it. As I said to you before, the biggest problem I had with him was he was a match winner who used to get taken off at 60 minutes. That's what I couldn't understand. I thought there were big games that no matter if he's done nothing, you know, he was capable of producing something. And I just thought too many times he was coming off too early. And whether that was a habit to get into himself, I'm not sure, or the manager thought he wasn't enough out of him. But somebody like Tom Rogic has got to be on the pitch. If you can keep him on for 90 minutes, he's capable of anything.
And ironically, it was Ange that got 90 minutes out of him. Barry, your final thought on him?
Yeah, I was always worried when he was in the starting 11 for Celtic, when the Old Firm games came about, because if you gave him a bit of space, he would punish you. And listen, he did that a number of times against Rangers. In terms of him leaving Celtic, I look at Matt O'Reilly. They're very similar, the way they move and manipulate the ball, and I think that's one of the reasons I don't think Celtic really tried to keep him, because Matt O'Reilly, younger, and obviously he's played some stuff since he's come up for League One and from MK Dons. But listen, he'll find it tough. But listen, he's a player of so much ability.